How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. I also got to put in the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So today we're going to be talking about AMC. Ended up having a strong day inside the market for today. But one of the things that I want to go over to let you guys know what's going to be in this video very quickly. First thing we're going to be going over is a technical analysis, taking a look at the overall price action and what we want to see, right? What are the charts actually telling us? And then secondly, we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to see how much buying and how much selling is going on. We want to see what does it look like in regards to the diamond hands compared to the weak hands. This is very key because then we could have a good idea of what things can look like for tomorrow. And then when all of that is done, I'll be going into my final thoughts. But for the first part of this video, let's just have a little bit of a chat. Let's have a chat here. Everyone who was diamond handing, my congratulations to you right now. Anyone who had weak hands and you said, well, you know what? I don't see AMC getting above that $50 level. How are you feeling right now? How are you feeling? Let's be honest here. So we ended up hitting right in that $60 area. We know that is an area of resistance, but I'm definitely looking forward to see what happens for tomorrow. There's a lot of manipulation in this play, and I'm going to continue to say it over and over again. And that manipulation is made to weed out all of the weak hands. That's why it is very key that you buy and hold. And if you are able to do so, then you do it. If you cannot, then you should stay away from this play. I want to make sure that I'm very clear here. One thing we also got to take into consideration when you take a look at how that price action and how it moves, we saw that a lot of other plays in this particular category, because it does get looked at as a meme stock, they were showing some strength as well. So taking all of this into consideration, and the fact of the matter is, I have to send out a big thank you to the whole of social media and anyone who is spreading the word. The fact that this movement is making so many strides, people are buying and holding, and they are aware of all of the FUD that is out there, is something that you should be proud of as an ape, because you are holding your shares and you're sticking it to the hedge funds. They are continuing, I'm going to say this again, they are continuing to lose tons of cash every single day that passes. So we need to continue to buy and hold. This is our weapon here. One thing to do understand, if you see this stock pulling back or you see even more volatility, you see some crazy swings, ignore it. You already know what the end game already is. They're going to be pulling out all of the stops. I saw it all over on all of the trading apps, like Webull is putting up these things saying, well, you know what? Why buy AMC? Other stocks outside of AMC. Well, you know what? I like AMC. I like this stock. And at the end of the day, you can't tell me what to do with the shares that I hold. So I'm going to continue to buy as long as the opportunity presents itself. And that what that actually means is me being able to actually buy, and which I can do. And that's why I'm going to continue to do so. So if you can continue to do so as well, then great news. But hey, let's get into the technicals. Let's take a look at the order flow, and I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for AMC. So let's see how it performed on today. So we ended up closing at $57. We ended up being up 15.38% on the day. On the low, we tested $51.52. Then on the high, testing $60.55. You could tell by the excitement in my voice. When we were talking about this yesterday, we knew that AMC traded in a tight range between the $60 all the way going down here to $40. And we talked about that $50 area. That $50 area, these hedge funds, these firms were trying their best to keep it below that. And as you can see, we have this strong gap up here, and we end up closing the day at 57. This is definitely something to look forward to. So what I want to see going for tomorrow is us seeing another gap up and getting to that $60 level. We tested there earlier today, but of course we were met with some resistance. But of course, this is something that we expected. Even if we take take a look at the RSI down below. Of course, it's looking fairly strong, but again, this doesn't matter. In this particular play, the key is to buy and hold, and the fact that we're showing strength is good. What I want to see as far as close is concerned, if we can close above $56, things are definitely looking good for tomorrow. But we do know there's a lot of manipulation that can go down in pre-market and as well as after hours. But seeing it close above 56 would be good to see. We could see in post-market it's showing $58.75. So AMC is continuing to look bullish. Like I was saying previously, we're looking to get past this previous high here at 72.62, and no doubt in my mind we'll be able to do that. Will it be happening this week? Hey, it will be interesting. We have to wait and see. There will be a lot more volatility. We do have a Fed meeting going on for this week, but I do believe that AMC should be able to continue to show strength because people are buying and they are holding, and we're seeing this reflected in the price action. People are buying on those dips, and this is exactly what we're seeing. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for AMC. So on the inflow, we had 3,778, and then on the outflow, we had 3,706. So we had 56 on the large, 3,037 on the medium, and we had 685 on the small. On the outflow side, we had 50. On the medium side, we had 3,007. And then on the small side, we had 649. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you could see from June the 9th all the way up to June the 14th. Look at all of that inflow. So on the 9th, we had 1,829.58. On the 10th, we had 4,826.81. On the 11th, we had 6,961.84. And then for today, June the 14th, we had 5,458.67. So what does this mean? Do you guys remember when I was doing videos and I was telling you, hey, the inflow is a lot higher, but the stock price seems to be going down, or it's just not correlating? Because that was a lot of manipulation that was going on. And look what happens today on Monday. We end up seeing this stock make some serious gains on the day. So that all that inflow that was piling up started to reflect on the day, and it's part of the reasons why we cover it on this channel. So what we see is the diamond hands are winning out. There's a lot of buying and there's a lot of holding, and I know this is going to continue, especially since AMC is showing momentum, and we're going to be getting a lot of traders coming into this play. And like I said, that is not a bad thing. Yes, they are buying and selling, but you have to understand this increases the overall volume and brings in even more attention. So now let's get into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts for AMC, I'm going to say it again. All you have to do is just buy and hold if you are able to. When we took a look on the weekend at the short interest, short sellers are continuing to short this stock. And the fact that we ended up having a green day on the Monday, I know many of them got burned. It's going to be very interesting to see what the short volume ratio is later on this evening when those numbers do come out. But do keep in mind there's a lot of naked shorting and there's a lot of manipulation in this play, so those numbers can definitely be underreported. Well, another thing to also understand, we've been trading in a very strict range, and this range is between $40 to $60. What I want to see this week is us getting into that $60 level and being very comfortable there, and then making that move to the upside so we could pass that $72 level that we ended up visiting not too long ago. And if we're able to do this, then definitely I would not be surprised to see AMC being well past $100 a share and going up even further. Of course, this is going to be coming down to demand, but I feel the demand is there because as the retail investors, we own the float. So unless you're just there's a mass panic sell and everybody's gonna just start selling out, then I really do not see this price coming down even lower or even crashing. But for the most part, what I want you to understand, you do know that this play comes with volatility, so you gotta have the ability to actually stomach it. If you can't stomach it, then make sure that you are not in this play. Like I said, it was great having a green day overall on the day, but do know there's going to be some volatility. We also do have the Fed meeting that's going to be coming this week. Many might say, well, you know what, it doesn't really matter, like, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. AMC doesn't move with the market like that. But no, You need to understand it because, again, there's going to be a lot of traders that are going to be taking this into consideration. Also, a lot of institutions that are going along on AMC as well. They're going to be taking this into consideration and they're going to be pulling out as well. But for the most part, we already know as retail investors, we own the float. All we have to continue to know, hey, if it pulls back even further, we just buy more if we're able to, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll be talking real soon.